So I know when you're starting out with photography, there's a lot of different things that's very overwhelming and you don't really know what to do when you're just starting out. So today I'm gonna teach you one thing that can be done easily but can seem very overwhelming in the beginning. That is to find good photo locations. When I first started out with photography, I had a really hard time to find locations I actually wanted to shoot. So today I'm gonna teach you some of the things that I use when I have to find good locations for photos. But I know you're thinking, good photographers can take good photos anywhere and don't need good locations to take good photos. I know, but it's just like running, and running is way easier when you have running shoes instead of just running in normal shoes. So for new photographers, it's very good to have the tool to find good locations really fast and really easy. Let's get started. So, the first thing I usually do when I need to find new locations at other destinations than what I'm used to is actually to go on to Instagram. Because on Instagram there's usually a location tagged on the post, so you can find out where the thing is taken. The only thing that doesn't really work for me is that it is not really the exact location on where the photo is taken. It's most likely just the Faroe Islands and not the exact location where it is. That leads me on to another thing I do when I'm out traveling or just in a new location, is to actually just go on the internet and Google the location. When I first planned to go here on the Faroe Islands, I just Googled cool photo locations on the Faroe Islands. And then usually there comes up a lot of blogs that have the exact location for the exact destinations, and it's very nice to just have like an address for the location. So going on blogs is actually what I recommend. Or just go on the internet to find the popular locations at the destination you're going to. But just remember, just because you know the address and the exact location where you're going to, it's not always easy to get out there. I'm hiking 16 kilometers instead of just taking a car because I wanted to save money. So do your research at home still, even though you know the location, and research on how to get there and not just where it is. You don't want to be like me, hiking 16 kilometers without even needing to, so yeah. But if you're like me, you're not satisfied with just the location everyone else has been to. You want to find your own, and that's why I also have two methods to doing that. And the first one is something you probably already do, is just to look for locations everywhere you go. So if you go on runs or go on walks or go for a ride on the bicycle or just going around in the car, just always have a lookout for new photo locations that you think might be cool. And then if you think the location could be cool, go out there one day and just try it out. If it doesn't succeed, you try it anyways. That's the most important thing, just try and get out there and actually use the camera. But this method doesn't really work if you're in a big place like the Faroe Islands I am now. I can't really just run around and find new locations because it's so big. But that's why I have another method. But I can't show you here because I have to use my computer. So you're gonna talk to future me in like 3 seconds. So I'll see you there. Alright, so I'm back at the hotel now and it's ready to show you guys what the second technique to find unique and different places from everyone else's. But this is actually something that is pretty specific for either drone shots, or if you want to find like big, unique kind of looking objects or mountains or anything you want in Google Maps. And that's the thing, it's you open Google Maps and then you go to the location you're at, and you zoom in and try to find specific and unique things to take photos of. So let me show you. Alright, so we're in here on Google Maps and I've pulled up Iceland. It's spelled Iceland in Denmark, but this is Iceland. I can't show you the Faroe Islands because the Google Maps pictures of the Faroe Island isn't good. So you can't really use that for anything. But then you go to the map and you kind of just zoom in and then you just go around to see, okay, is there anything here that could look unique or interesting to take photos of. Then for example, I've seen this. And this is another color than everything else. And I know Iceland is very different from each other, so yeah. So then we just zoom in here, and the quality should get better. And then let's say for example you have a drone and you want a top-down photo. Then you can see there's these very special and unique patterns in the ground, and that's where the drone comes in. Then you can fly the drone up and actually take a photo like this, and that is mostly what I used Google Maps for. Sometimes you can zoom in and it will actually show you there is a photo spot around there. Not that many times, but sometimes it does. Yeah, and sometimes you can click on the things and it pulls up photos from it, and you can actually see what there is. So I use Google Maps sometimes to find specific things, but also unique and special things. I'm sure there is a lot of different ways to find these specific and unique places to photograph, also the known and the popular tourist things. I wanted to share just a little tip with you guys, and it's actually something I think you already know, but the reason why the spots and the destinations and locations are popular is there for a reason. So if there's a lot of tourists, it's probably because it's a pretty place or there is something specific there. So for example, up here in on the Faroe Islands, I know some famous locations and destinations I want to go to. Even though there's a lot of people there, I will still go there because it is a beautiful destination and it is a beautiful location. So just if you see a lot of people there's probably something to take photos of. Yeah, but these was the techniques I use when I have to find new locations. I hope you like them, and if you like the video overall, then leave a like, comment down below what you think of these kind of videos, and consider subscribing. Okay, I'm out.